My name is Greg Ng, and I am a night telescope operator. I was told what I think everyone else was told, that the road is blocked. We were informed that we might potentially be able to get through, and now we're waiting to see if that can actually happen. I would like to be able to get back to work.
So important for our people, so please, everybody discipline, kapu aloha, please, and be quiet. Mahalo nui, thank you.
He ola Mauna awa kea ke kupuna o luna nei o Mauna awa kea. Vahi kapu o mako, eila.
We will stand in protection of Mauna Kea for our children and for our grandchildren and for future generations. We implore David Ige to not allow his law enforcement to come aggressively against the kupuna of this land.
As we have stood before, we will continue to stand in the protection of our Vahikapu, in the protection of our sacred Mauna, in the protection of these sacred and these very delicate ecosystems. We continue to stand for the laws of conservation that must be upheld. For our people, this was part of every fabric of our makeup as Kanaka Maoli, part of our culture. It is the essence of our culture, to be guardians, to be keepers of Aina. That is why when our kupuna have been on these islands for thousands of years, when the first foreigners arrived, they found a thriving island. We are trying to wake up and return to that state. So vahikapu such as this, it is not just a spiritual belief. It is thousands of years of scientific observation and understanding on how to care for the natural environment. That natural environment that is our akua. Kupa'a no kako. Hele mai kako. Stand wherever you are. If you can stand here with us, mai kai. Make your stands wherever you are. Stand for your water. Stand for your mountains. Stand for your kai. Stand for the moana. Stand for the cultures that continue to preserve and fight to protect the honua for future generations to come. Mahal.
So we know this is our kuleana. Yeah, all of our kuleana. Na kanaka o Hawaii, na kanaka Maoli, na kanaka Hapa, na kanaka E. We have inherent rights here. We have undivided interest to be here. Yeah, these are crown and government lands of the Hawaiian Kingdom. And prolonged illegal occupation or not, we have that kuleana to protect this resource, to protect our future generations, to protect our kupuna. And it's our ohana here, the moku o Keawe ohana. Yeah, we gotta make a call out. This is our moku. We have our lahui from around the world, from around the Pai Aina, who will be coming to protect this kupuna. And so we must greet them, ho'okipa them with aloha, and not let anything get out of hand towards the way of the oppressor. Violence, aggression, those are not our ways here. Our ways is kapu aloha, aloha aina, and malama kupuna. And so our ohanas are here now, gathered to kupa'a, behind their kupuna.
He mana o ia I ka lā hui. E kua'e, e holo mai, ai pai o kākou, ai ho'okū kākou, ai ho'opau kākou, I kia imihana ana. Kia hana lapu vale. A kahi moku aina noho hewa. A ale keia o ka makamua o keia hewa ana. O ka maka heha la keia a ale hiki o ke helu aku a I ia helu. Nui ko kākou o lelo. E imi I ke ku'oko'a. E imi I ke ola hou o ka lā hui. E imi I ke ola hou o ka olelo. E imi I ke ola hou o ko kākou aina. Ka haumia ole. I ka olelo no ke ola ai oia hoi. A ka ke olelo vau I keia pohaku e lilo oia I lio. A ale oia e lilo I lio. Pono e hele pū ka hana. No e lua hapai ia ko kākou mau leo kia mau makahiki he nui vale. O kia ka wā e hana. E hana. E hana. A ohe mea e makau ai. O kau mea e makau ai o ia ke kukulu ia o kahi ohe nānā nui maluna o ko kākou Mauna kapu. O ia kau mea e makau ai. A ale vau makau I ka makai. Ale vau makau I kia poe National Guard. Hele mai. Hele nui mai. I ne'i ana makou. I a ne'i ana. A o kou ne'e ana he ho'o ne'e vale ia. To our people, humbly asking that those of us who have felt and who have said for many years, we need our rights back. We need to be respected as a people. We are indeed a living people with a living culture. And we can say that all we want. We've been saying it for years. And guess what? Kuli. They don't hear it. So maybe their vision is a little bit better than their hearing. And maybe we can demonstrate to them clearly what we mean by those words. This is about our right to exist. The way our kupuna existed. This is our right to be our kupuna. And so I ask my people, what kind of kupuna will you be? What kind of kupuna will I be? Like these kupuna who stand behind me, who are not moving. Because these people never become kupuna when they turn 67 years old. They were born kupuna. I was born a kupuna. My kupuna doesn't start, and that my mo'olelo, my cake, you're not going to tell my mo'olelo from the time I turned 60. When we talk about our kupuna, we're not just talking about the end of their life and their time as a kupuna. We're talking about what they did in their va keiki, their va opio, and their va makua. And that's what makes them the kupuna that they are. So I ask again, what kind of kupuna are we going to be? Now is the time. We need to do it. We have no other choice. We have no other choice. We fight, we resist, and we stand, or we disappear forever. May manao to the Makai, who are going to come, perhaps unwillingly, perhaps against their will, perhaps to remove people from their own community, from their own ohana, maybe from the own pa'ina they had last week Saturday. And I reaffirm to each and every Makai, each and every police officer, each and every individual who's going to come and attempt to get us out of the way, we will stand, and we will stand in kapu aloha. We are committed, we are absolutely committed to peace, peaceful protest, non-violent action. We are not wavering from that. And so to the Makai, I ask you folks to make that same commitment, because you guys are not my enemy. None of you are my enemy. Our enemy is this illegal occupying state that continues to deny the rights of Kanaka, who continue to treat us as a non-existent, dead people. Ekalahui, are we dead? Are we dead? We're alive. We're not going anywhere. So to our Makai, we love you folks just like we love ourselves. When we say we are doing this for our people, we are talking about you. You are our people. We're doing this for your keiki, for your mo'opuna, for your mo'oku'auhau. This is not just about us. This is about kako. And if we need to stand against you for the betterment of the future of your keiki, we will do it for them. But we will only do it with aloha. We will only do it with aloha. So to the lahui, we can wait, and we can hope, or we can stand up, and we can do it, and we can get it done. And nobody believe we cannot. Have we done it before? Yep. We stopped them. Yes. They tried, and we stopped them on the streets and in the courts. We're going to stop them again. Come be a part of our history. Come be a part of the mo'olelo that our keiki will tell their keiki, and will tell their keiki, and will tell their keiki. Come. Hele mai o kia kawa e ho'oku o ko'a kākou. I ho'oku o ko'a a e mauloa ke ea o ka aina I ka pono. Mahalo.
Vai kalima! Vai kalima! Vai kalima! Leo! Leo!
Kuha'aheo.
As we're singing, we are making this call out beyond our shores. This is a time when we are calling out everyone responsible for us being here today to make this stand. So China, Japan, India, Canada, the United States, Gordon and Betty Moore Foundation, TIO, TMT, we are calling upon you because of your investment here. You have forced us into this position. This is our Mauna. We are calling upon you to halt and to withdraw immediately, because this is the consequence of your actions, not just our government, not just the Pai'aina of Hawaii that have stood against us. This is all of you, so sincerely, you don't want us to be responsible for this or see this happen to us. So I'm calling on all of you and to all who are standing with us around the world. Mahalo nui for all of you, our kako'o, our supporters around the world. Mahalo. Continue to connect with us. Continue to share this message. Continue to stand with us, because we are Mauna Kea and we stand. We stand.
No kuula hui e haawi pau a e ola mau. Huki ai Mauna!
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 Eo!
Eo!
Kaho'okahi, can you say again what your demands were and the state's reply to you?
I wouldn't necessarily even call it demands. It was more of a simple negotiation where we had a truce last night that ended at 7 o'clock this morning, and we would re-engage with conversation with the head of DoCare, Lino Kamakau, and we did. We negotiated, I guess, for a few hours, and what they were asking for was for us to clear the road. And so we gave them some conditions on which that would happen. One was that no National Guard would move their way up the Mauna. Another was that although we would continue to monitor this space, we would allow the astrotechnicians up the Mauna under the condition that we, the Kanaka of this place, would be allowed, and for those who cannot hear me, one vehicle up the Mauna on a daily basis. And the last was that we would be allowed to continue to hold this space and to have a checkpoint. The no National Guard was non-negotiable. Us having the ability to move up the Mauna beyond that checkpoint with one vehicle a day was non-negotiable. They were willing to negotiate on this checkpoint if, in fact, it was moved to the side of the road and the lanes were cleared. Basically, we were willing to give what they were requesting in the beginning. We could not come to an agreement based on the terms and conditions that we expressed. And so at this point, we are at a standstill in a sense for the time being. We do not have an agreement with the law enforcement agencies about what's going to happen from now moving forward. I am sure that we will have more conversations in the future, and maybe even later on today or early into tomorrow morning. But at this point, we do not have an agreement with the law enforcement, and so here we are.
You've made your plea with the outside agencies, TMT. What next from your people? What do you plan to do here today?
Today, we're going to continue to be here. Our kupuna have made their position very clear. And for those of us who are not in that position, it is our kuleana, our duty, and our sacrifice to allow them to do that, to stand on the side, as hard as that might be. The kupuna will not move. They will continue to kupa'a. And as hard as that will be for them, for the rest of the lahui, we may even have, in this case, a more difficult job. And that is to stay to the side and to watch our kupuna perhaps being taken away. It's not something that I would like to do, and I know it's not something that all of us would like to do, but that's something that our kupuna have earned, they're demanding, and we all respect and mahalo.
You mentioned some of the legal action that you're still considering, and you also talked about, we heard today that the restraining order that you had filed against TMT, they are now opposing that. Any reaction to that?
Yeah. A reaction? Yeah. Well, yeah, they can oppose it. All we filed yesterday was a request for the court to hear it sooner. We could not get scheduling sooner than July 23rd because of all the murder cases that are being processed now in our small judiciary. So all we did was ask the court, given the circumstances, can we hear it earlier on our temporary restraining order? We have a second hearing set for the injunction, and we're hoping to consolidate them. But yeah, they're opposed to all of it. And just so you know, this is because they don't, number one, have the funding for this project. And number two, they have not followed the rules of BLNR that require the full bond of $1.4 to $2 billion. So that's what this case is about, and they're opposing it. That's not a good sign, because if they don't pay that bond, they could just leave, and the people of Hawaii would have to carry the burden of that. That's what this case is about. It's not just about stopping the development. It's about, if you're going to actually really do it, then you got to follow the rules to do it, and they haven't.
Kaho'okahi, we've heard from astronomers and people who work at the telescopes, technicians, that they are concerned about their safety. Do you have a response?
Yes, they have nothing to be concerned about. Obviously, we were willing to make the concession and to allow them up freely without any stoppage. We simply want the same, the ability to access Mauna Kea. That's all we want for that situation, in terms of what we're dealing with the astro technicians. If the people of this place have no right there, nobody has a right there. But for those people who are not involved with constructing the TMT telescope, we have no issue with what you're doing right now. Well, we don't like the telescopes on the mountain, but again, we'll take that up at another time. They're there. You guys have a job to do, Kalamai. We understand that. Our objective is to stop TMT. I can't stop the Canada-France telescope. It's there. I can't stop Subaru. It's there. They're there. We're not gonna ho'opilikia them in any way. We are here to stand against the construction of the 30-meter telescope, because we know it will desecrate our aina.
Kaho'okahi, you've also mentioned, well, one question for you is, would you be interested in a Hawaiian Cultural Center or anything else that represents your culture on Mauna Kea?
What we're against again is the destruction of our Mauna. If you want to build a cultural center, my assumption is you would have to destruct and destroy the Mauna. I would be against that, and I'm sure all of us would be, just as much as we are against the building of the 30-meter telescope, because we have said over and over again, we are not against the science. We are not against the telescope. We are against the desecration of our Mauna, against the will of the Kanaka. Cultural Center, a'ole. TMT, a'ole. Pizza Hut, a'ole. It doesn't matter. We are against the destruction, the desecration of our Mauna.
Back off behind the tent.
Yeah, but we like win this whole thing. Our people be rising up and down. People talking about shutting down the high and all kinds of stuff is going down. Pain sometimes. But the good thing. Let's can help move this barricade, please. Go behind. You'll never find another like
talk at all. And then we're here for tomorrow. And tomorrow will be the one last one.
Can you, sorry, just clarify what was from yesterday? You know, the shows of police personality who are, in other words, we had some ideas about exactly, just so they can understand who exactly is going to ask. Nobody going out. Nobody going out. I just want to make sure that nobody going out. Nobody going to except come to the agreement. You guys not. You guys going out. Yeah, our personnel got it. Okay, go here. Yes, I'm saying. Go here, officers got it. So the last I heard of it, they talked about National Guard is not
The final deal was made by the kupuna not backing down, right? There was either we come to an agreement and we remove ourselves from the road, or they're gonna come and take us out. And you know, if it was poker, maybe we called their bluff, I'm not sure. But again, for the second day in our row, our kupuna have held their ground and nothing has got past them. So from the bottom of my na'au, I mahalo all of our kupuna for everything.
Of our generation to sing and praise the glories of our land.